What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Seeking Sushi video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Mike and my goal for this channel is to create foodie content for content foodies like yourselves. So my birthday recently passed and this year I wanted to keep it rather low-key, so my girlfriend and I ventured off to Düsseldorf's neighbor along the Rhine, good old Cologne, for a nice culinary and caffeine-filled day trip. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Cologne, it's actually the fourth largest city in terms of population here in Germany, behind Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg. Its staple attraction, the Kölner Dome, or the Cologne Cathedral, stands at a whopping 157 meters, or 515 feet, and it took over 600 years to build. And it's really hard to miss if you're coming from the train station because you see it passing by, and as you exit the train station, it's pretty much right in your face. So for more facts, in case you want to learn more about Cologne, check out the website cologne-tourism.com for more information. But you're probably here for the food and the cafes. So with over 1,200 restaurants and dozens of cafes, there's definitely going to be something for you. And if you stay till the whole video, you will see all the addresses, the website, and the Instagram pages for all the restaurants and cafes I mentioned, as I present in the video and in the description below. So we started at a rather well-known coffee spot, Kaffeesaurus, which in my opinion is perfect for students, remote workers, or even families for a good old cup of joe. It's quite spacious, there's a lot of room to sit inside and outside. However, it can be a bit crowded, especially when we went on a Monday when everyone was kind of doing their thing. However, on the menu, they stated that they had the best chai latte in town, and of course I had to try it for myself. So even though that was my first sample, I had to say it was absolutely delicious. I really like how they offered an hourglass to notify me when to sift the chai leaves, and that just added to the whole experience itself. So because it was around brunch time, we grabbed a shak and egg, which is basically a shakshuka, an Arabic dish that consists of a well-spiced tomato sauce with some veggies topped with onions and often with a poached egg. And it was actually quite good, I have to say. What I particularly like about this place is that at the back there are some windows where you can see the roasting process, which kind of keeps the whole cohesiveness of a coffee shop all together. And in addition to that, their dinosaur theme is also pretty consistent, from their coffee beans all the way to their menu items, and they also place a few dinosaurs here and there just to make you feel like you're kind of in a Jurassic Park with a modern twist kind of feel. So if you're roaming the streets of Cologne casually and you happen to stop by Another Milk, this is definitely a vegan and lactose-free person's dream, because unlike most cafes, they offer quite unique milks such as quinoa, rice, cashew, hazelnut, and Dinkelmehl, which in English is spelled flour, which I didn't really know of until I came to Germany, but that's quite unique. Their menu is rather simple, they don't have too many things, but in addition to the coffees, they have some teas and some shakes. Their place is quite restricted, so I wouldn't recommend going there as a group, but rather maybe a place to chat with one person or a nice place to grab a drink to go as you casually stroll along the streets of Cologne. So at our first actual restaurant, we decided to stop by Veggie Vu, which is a Vietnamese vegetarian restaurant. So as my girlfriend's favorite cuisine is Vietnamese, we decided to stop there. It's located kind of at the end of Aachenerstraße, where all the more eccentric international restaurants are located. So it's rather low key in comparison to the rest. But in my opinion, with its simple decor and really nice menu, it's a great spot to grab something nice and healthy and easy to consume. So we ordered the bun cha gyo, if I pronounce that correctly, which is basically rice noodles topped with some onions, some veggies, some homemade spring rolls, and a nice lime chili sauce. And on the side, we ordered a nice mango salad just to top it all off. I recommend this place, however, don't forget your cash or your 8-Seekarte or the debit card. I had to cross the street to an ATM to grab some cash because I only had a credit card with me. However, this place is definitely a recommendation for any Vietnamese or Asian food lover. Conveniently, as I crossed the street to the ATM, I stumbled upon Fruity Tea, which is a bubble tea place, which allows you to customize your own bubble tea with up to 72 variations. What's great about this place and really unique is that they actually produce their own boba bubbles locally. So on the side, they actually offer the boba bubbles in well-preserved jars that they offer for sale. So if you're into boba, this place is definitely for you. It's nice and quaint, it's cute, and again, it's a nice place to grab something quick and refreshing as you roam along the streets of Cologne. Now, this day was rather rainy, but as the rain started to pour, we managed to find some shelter at Coffee Gang, which is a rustic yet somehow cozy It's a great spot for a one-on-one, whether it be your friend, your partner, or you can just have some alone time by yourself as well. Their coffee is excellent. It's a great spot to spend a decent amount of time at because they offer some free tap water, which is surprisingly rare in Germany. There's a few coffee shops that offer this, but I have to say this is not very common. What really caught my eye at this place was their coffee beans. So that unlike normal coffee shops where they serve them in bags, they actually serve them in these interesting, wildly designed bottles. This is actually Friedhat's, which is a micro-roastery in Amsterdam, and their goal is to offer a sustainable approach to roasting beans. So all of their beans are in some sort of plastic that's intended to be reused, and the plastic itself is actually reused as well. So highly recommend this place if you want something quick or if you want to spend some time and get some focused work done. Ernst in English means serious, and this is definitely how Ernst takes their coffee. Now, the next place I will mention, Dyck, we spoke to a barista and he recommended this place without hesitation. So we spent some time there just to kill some time, but also to experience the coffee culture there. I found that although we only had a chai latte and we didn't actually experience the coffee scene exactly, we enjoyed what we had, and it actually competes with the chai latte in Kaffeesaurus. But the atmosphere itself is also quite cozy. I felt like we could have a private conversation there, even though almost all the seats were filled. People like to stay close to themselves, and you can enjoy your coffee or chai latte, or a slice of cake, which we had on the side as well. And finally, Dyck. So in English, if I didn't understand the German letters, I'd probably pronounce it Van Dyck. So in German or maybe in Dutch, I think it's Dyck, depending on where you're from. But this place is one of my faves, as the atmosphere and the vibe and the decor kind of was reminiscent of a modern art museum or even a doctor's office. It had kind of these white and mint green tones, which was nice and clean and cohesive, and it was very welcoming because it was very brightly lit as well. And we also really enjoyed the beans so much that we grabbed some. So as you can see, this is the color that I was trying to describe. And what we had there, it was quite unique. It was the espresso ice cream. In my opinion, it was rather cheap. It was the cost of a regular coffee, in fact, even cheaper. So keep in mind you're getting a shot of espresso as well as a decent sized portion of soft serve ice cream. What I like about this place is at the front, you can have a little seat there and you can watch some people casually strolling by in case you're kind of that person that likes to be the Sherlock and just likes to observe people. At the same time, we got to chat with the barista as it was around close time, so we were the only ones there. He was super friendly, recommended Ernst, which we had already visited, and overall it was a great experience just to stop by and to settle down. Now I'm coming to the end of this video, and at this point you're probably wondering, where is all the food? And folks, I'm really sorry, but the main objective was to explore the coffee shops, as I am a passionate coffee lover. However, I'm also a passionate sushi lover. So hang on to the rest of the video in case you are a sushi lover like myself. So to end of the day, my favorite cuisine is Japanese, specifically sushi. And the place we decided to go to was Kaizen, which was a highly rated sushi place in Cologne. And there we enjoyed some nice variations of veggie and fish sushi. And what stood out to me in this place was the service. So we actually showed up early and the hostess actually allowed us to stay, even though it was almost full. And they often checked upon us, despite there being so many people around. And unfortunately, this is actually quite rare in Germany. So the service was amazing, the food was amazing, and I highly recommend this for any sushi lover out there. The price is a bit pricier than I'm used to, but since it was my birthday and my girlfriend offered to pay, I was like, hey, let's go for it. And of course I didn't take advantage too much, but it was a great place to end the day, definitely. So folks, that's the end of the video, and obviously I didn't get a chance to experience everything, but from what I've seen and what I experienced, I think that Cologne has so much to offer. It's very culturally diverse, so there's definitely something for everyone. And the coffee scene is actually really vibrant and diverse as well. So I highly recommend it there for anyone who is passionate into coffee like myself. So we got around actually through Nextbike, and it's actually a great way to get by in Cologne because it's free for students for the first hour, or you pay €1 for every 15 minutes. And once you park it, your journey restarts. And unlike Dusseldorf, you can actually park it pretty much anywhere. So that also is super convenient. And because I visited Cologne multiple times, I've seen most of the top tourist sites as well as the Christmas market many times. So I've seen a lot already, but next time, I know there will be next time, I will definitely come with an even greater appetite, and hopefully there will be a part 2 to this video and more focused on the food itself. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. If you liked it and you want to see more, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like it for the good old algorithm, and consider following me on Instagram at SeekingSushi with 2 eyes. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace!